Admiral Kethvar of the Zephyrian Collective stood on the bridge of his flagship, the Worldbreaker, watching the blue marble of Earth grow larger on the tactical display. Behind him stretched the most magnificent armada the galaxy had ever witnessed, 9,900 ships of war, each one a testament to the technological supremacy of the Collective. "Sir, we're receiving primitive radio transmissions from the planet," reported his communications officer, mandibles clicking with amusement. "They appear to be surrendering?" Kethvar's four eyes narrowed. In his 3 centuries of conquest, no species had ever surrendered before the first shot was fired. It was almost insulting. "Patch it through." A crackling voice filled the bridge. "This is United Earth Defense Command. We know we can't win. We're prepared to discuss terms of surrender." The bridge erupted in chittering laughter from his crew. Kethvar silenced them with a gesture. "Tell them we don't negotiate with primitives. Begin orbital bombardment of their major population centers. Standard protocol. Eliminate 90% of the population. Enslave the rest." "Sir," the tactical officer's voice carried a note of confusion, "our deep scans are showing some unusual readings from the planet." "Elaborate." "There appear to be massive energy signatures underground, extensive tunnel networks, and, sir, the planet's magnetic field is fluctuating in ways that shouldn't be natural." Kethvar dismissed the concerns with a wave of his claw. These humans had barely achieved faster-than-light travel. What could they possibly have that would concern the Collective? Begin bombardment. The first wave of plasma cannons lit up the night sky of Earth. Cities that had stood for millennia were reduced to glass craters in seconds. The humans' pathetic defense satellites were swept aside like insects. It was going exactly as planned. Then something changed. "Sir," the tactical officer's voice cracked with panic. "Energy readings are spiking across the entire planet. Whatever they have down there, it's coming online." The Earth's surface began to glow, not from the fires of bombardment, but from something far more ominous. Massive sections of continents were sliding apart, revealing caverns that seemed to stretch down to the planet's core. From these apertures, something began to emerge. "What in the void is that?" Kethvar whispered. They looked like ships, but they were unlike anything in the Collective's databases. Sleek, organic-looking vessels that seemed to flow rather than fly. They moved with a grace that defied physics, accelerating without visible propulsion systems. "Sir, these ships, they're not showing up on any of our sensors until they're right on top of us. It's like they're bending space around themselves." The first Earth ship reached the Collective's outer perimeter. The Decimator, a heavy cruiser, with enough firepower to level a moon, opened fire with everything it had. The plasma bolts simply vanished as they approached the human vessel. No shields flared, no energy discharge. The attacks just ceased to exist. In response, the human ship did something impossible. It folded space around itself and appeared inside the Decimator's hull. The Collective ship exploded from within, torn apart by some kind of localized gravitational shear. "How many ships are they deploying?" Kethvar demanded. "Sir, that's the thing. Our computers are having trouble getting an accurate count. The ships seem to be multiplying, or existing in multiple dimensions simultaneously." What had appeared to be dozens of ships was now hundreds, then thousands. Each one was tearing through the Collective fleet with technologies that made their own weapons look like stone tools. "Admiral!" The communications officer was receiving panicked transmissions from across the fleet. "The Voidrender is reporting that a human ship just turned their hull into some kind of liquid metal. The crew is... Admiral, the crew is being absorbed by their own ship." Another report came in. "The Starfall says reality is coming apart around them." "Their words, sir." Kethvar watched in horror as ship after ship vanished from his tactical display. These weren't battles. They were systematic deletions. The humans weren't just destroying his fleet. They were unmaking it. "Sir, incoming transmission from one of the human vessels." A human face appeared on the screen. Male, middle-aged, with strangely calm eyes. "Admiral Kethvar, I'm Captain Chen of the UED Prometheus. We tried to warn you." "Impossible," Kethvar snarled. You're primitives. You barely have spaceflight. Chen smiled sadly. You're making the same mistake every species makes. You see our cities, our technology, our radio signals, and you think you understand us. But Admiral, that's just what we let you see. What are you? We're gardeners, Admiral. Earth isn't our first world, it's just our latest garden. We've been cultivating life throughout this galaxy for millions of years. Sometimes we have to, pruning unwelcome visitors. The tactical display now showed less than 100 collective ships remaining out of the original 9,900. The human vessels moved like living things, like antibodies cleaning an infection from the cosmos. You see, Admiral, we've been watching your collective for quite some time. Your expansion, your conquests, your methods. We decided you'd spread far enough. Please, Kethvar found himself saying, his pride crumbling as his fleet died around him. We'll withdraw. We'll never return. Oh, you'll return, Chen said. Some of you. Just enough to tell the story, to let the galaxy know what happens to those who threaten our gardens. The bridge shuddered as something grabbed the world breaker. Outside the viewport, Kethvar could see one of the human ships, its hull flowing like liquid, wrapping around his flagship like a living thing. The few survivors we're allowing to escape will carry a message, Admiral. Earth is under protection. Humanity is under protection. Our gardens throughout this galaxy are under protection. Remember that. 3 months later, Admiral Kethvar sat in the high council chambers of the collective, his once proud uniform now bearing the scars of his escape. Of the 9,900 ships that had attacked Earth, only 17 had returned. And you're certain of these capabilities? Asked the High Chancellor. Kethvar's claws trembled as he accessed the data pad. The recordings are all here. Ships that exist in multiple dimensions. Technology that treats spacetime like clay to be molded. High Chancellor, they didn't defeat us, they simply decided we were no longer permitted to exist in that space. The council chamber fell silent. For the first time in their civilization's history, the Zephyrian collective had encountered something truly beyond their understanding. What are your recommendations, Admiral? Kethvar looked up, his 4 eyes haunted by memories of ships being unmade at the quantum level. We run far and fast, and we pray to whatever gods will listen that they never decide to stop gardening and start hunting. The message spread throughout the galaxy within a year. Earth was off limits. Humanity was off limits. The blue world with its deceptively primitive radio signals had revealed itself to be something far older and far more dangerous than anyone had imagined. And somewhere in the depths of space, Captain Chen and his fellow gardeners continued their eternal watch, tending to life throughout the cosmos, and ensuring that some flowers were never picked.